Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you for clicking. This is episode 3 on a 5-bedroom house that we are putting up for Stephen and Esther. All right. So in your view is a 3D representation of the 5-bedroom house that we are putting up for Stephen and Esther. The estimated cost for this project is 620,420 Ghana cedis. Translating that into dollars is $51,701.71. I'm using a rate of $1 is to 12 Ghana cedis. This estimate does not include the finishing. It is only for the putting up the structure all the way to the roofing with the wood trusses without the roofing sheet. The design was done by Mr. Frank Hammond. Mr. Frank Hammond is an electrical engineer but has an architectural firm who does drawings. In your view is the breakdown of the cost of the project. Again, this does not include the finishing. It does not include plastering, fixing of the doors, the window glasses. It is just for the foundation, the substructure, the the decking, first floorboard work, and then the roofing. You understand? So please take note of that. I think I did not specify that, but at least you can put your mind to it and know that, okay, a 5-bedroom house for $51,000, it's unheard of. You understand? So just bear it in mind. This is for the structure only. So apparently she's paid me for the foundation, which is item 1, and item 2, which is the substructure. So that's what I'm focusing on right now. Probably by the time I'm done with item 2, she might be ready with item 3. And then we proceed in that regard. You understand? So this helps you to prepare yourself ahead of time. Are you with me? All right. So recapping from episode 2, where we started off with the digging. In episode 1, we did the profiling. It was all about profiling. Okay, so I believe you've learned so much when it comes to profiling. And then after the profiling, we go on to digging. Are you with me? All right. If in case you need a PRO, okay, my brother, Wisdom Mauli Antonio, is available in Ghana. He has a car that he uses for Uber. Okay, he does all my purchases. Wherever I want to buy in Accra, wherever I need to get done, he's the one that does that for me. In case you need his services, please contact him and let him go buy your materials for you and dispatch them for you, and then you pay him off. You understand? So as you can see, we are done with the digging and we have to lay in the DPM. This is very, very important. Most people don't take these things into consideration. And these are some of the things that come to add up to our estimate. Previously, we don't have any of these. You just finish digging and you cast your concrete. But now things have changed due to, the research and the results that have been coming from people that have built over the years, the outcome. We need to start taking in measures now, because if you don't, and you go like, oh, me masasino insu ni me masasino and here we now can here, tomorrow you'll be affected. You just mark it somewhere. You understand? So DPM, very, very important, laid in between all the trenches. You understand? So we're done with the DPM, and after that, then casting of the foundation concrete. Okay, for those that are new on the channel, from profiling, digging, which is the second stage, after digging of the trenches, then casting of the foundation concrete. So this is episode 3. Okay, in episode 2, we did the digging. So in this episode, it has to be casting of the foundation concrete. Okay, and prior to that, we have to lay in the DPM into all the trenches. Whether or not the soil is moist, it has water in there or not, we are taking our precautionary measures. You understand? We don't want any, stories tomorrow after I am gone and say, oh, Mr. Bright, would I now see a home pori? No. So there's not going to be any damp rising anywhere. Okay, if the concrete also, we mixed the concrete with anti-salt, okay, and waterproof. Okay, I'm going to show that on the screen. Okay, it's Dr. Fixit Super Latest 302. They comes in kilograms. They have 1 kilogram, 2 kilograms, 3 kilograms. The kilograms you buy will correspond with the number of cement bags you have to mix. So if you buy 1 kilogram, probably can only mix 5 bags. You understand? So buy the bigger one. There's 20 kilogram. I go for the 20 kilogram. It's almost like 2,000 Ghana cedis. If you contact my PRO, he will do that for you. All right. Kindly subscribe to Prince and Nikki's channel, okay, and learn something from there. Mr. Prince is in the UK. He is a BOQ engineer. When I say BOQ, it's a bill of quantity engineer. Okay, yes, he has been well trained into that. So you can contact him and then seek his advice for consultation. You have to pay him for the consultation. If you need any services, perhaps by you talking to him, he will be able to provide that services to you for a charge. In case you want to use his foreman because he's also building a house, a very beautiful home, you can also utilize his foreman. You understand? Yes. We have to, promote our own, love one another and share ideas with one another. You understand? You don't have to be greedy. Are you with me? So in case you subscribe to Mr. Prince's channel, okay, send him an email if you need his services. Okay, you would have to pay for it, just like I charge for my estimate for $60. Okay, he will tell you how much he's going to charge you for whatever services that you need from him. You understand? All right. So the day of the casting came, as you can see. Since when you mix the anti-salt and that of the waterproof cement with the concrete, you'll see the color changes. As you can see, when it dries, the color will change. Are you with me? And it becomes very hard, and it closes all the pores within the concrete, and this will disallow any water from penetrating. You understand? It is very, very solid. This waterproof cement is very solid. Are you with me? You will not have any penetration of water going anywhere. So underneath we have our DPM, which is the damp-proof membrane. A damp-proof membrane. It's a damp-proof membrane. Okay, so you can Google it, learn about it. So the 3 stages have been accomplished. Profiling, which is episode 1, digging, episode 2, and on episode 3, we are casting the foundation concrete. So 3 stages accomplished. Now the next stage will be laying of the footings block work. Footings, okay? We're going to lay the block work from here, and that is what we call footings. Footings, footings. Once we are done with the footings block work, then pillar settings will come, because we have to do some pillar settings. The steel bender would have to come and then prepare all the iron rods, and then the masons will do their pillar settings whilst laying the footings block work. Once that is achieved, the carpenter would have to come and close the boardings. Okay, he has to board all the pillars. Once that is done, then the masons would have to do what we call footing pillar casting. Okay, they have to cast all the pillars. Sometimes they call it a starter pillar. A starter pillar. Are you with me? So they are very, very, very important. Very, very important. So take clue of this. This is a 5-bedroom house. Okay, I could have prepared the same estimate, which is now $51,000 for this 5-bedroom house. In Kaswa, if you were to build in Kaswa, okay, this house could also be around $45,000. You understand? Why? Because the cost of materials in Kaswa are cheaper. Every building materials you need in Kaswa is cheaper compared to all other areas. If you need sand, I buy sand from Kaswa as 1,400. Are you getting it? Chippings, the 3/4 chippings for double axle, the big truck, the Chinese one, I buy that chippings at 2,000 Ghana cedis. You understand? Cement, we have 32.5R and 42.5R. Okay, I buy the 32.5R at 75 Ghana cedis. You understand? And 42.5R, usually I buy them at 90 Ghana cedis. So they are cheaper. For the purposes of this client, we are using the 42.5R because this is someone else's project. So I don't want to jeopardize or compromise on anything. Okay, so we use 42.5R. I could have still used 32.5R though. But in my estimate, it is stipulated that it's 42.5R and she paid for 42.5R, and that's what we got to use for her. You understand? Yes. So I pay attention to details. When someone gives you money, you have to make sure you execute the work for tomorrow. For tomorrow. 100 years to come, the building will still be standing tall. I wouldn't be having any issues. I want to make sure that when you touch the building, you can see the quality of work that have been done. You understand? So from here, as you can see, the progress being made. After casting of the foundation concrete, we are now laying the footings block work. So footings block work is commencing now, as you can see. We're going to lay the blocks. Whilst laying the blocks, the masons will now ask the steel bender if the steel bender is done with the rods. Then they are going to be positioning all the pillars. You understand? Okay, so here we are using 16 mm. We are providing 6 rod in a stirrup. 6 rod in a stirrup. And because the land is sloping to the right, okay, the land is sloping towards this area. This area is sloping down. So the block work here will be extremely high as compared to the block work moving towards your left from your viewing point. Okay, yes. So the steel bender is going to prepare the iron rods according to the slope of the land. So please take note. Some steel benders will play with your mind. You will buy a lot of iron rods, but he will use just a small one. Because if he's able to cut the iron rods depending on the slope of the land, it means that he can save a lot of iron rods out of the quantity that you have purchased. You understand? Because some places will go about 7 feet or even 8 feet high in terms of the iron rod, and some places will go about 4 feet high from the footings. Because if the footing is about 3 feet 6 down, okay, so you need about 7 feet iron rod and it will project outside. From here, you will need about 10 feet iron rods. You understand? Because 3 feet 6 is down to the foundation, and then another 4 feet up, because they're going to do the ground beams and then the overside casting. So probably you might have about 1.5 foot on top. You understand? Yes. So very, very careful, very, very calculative. All the boards you see here, we are going to be cutting them to do the boarding for the pillars. You understand? So all the team were here. Mr. Isaac Gomado, Mr. Steven. Okay, the carpenter that I use on this project, I use Brother Sami. He's an elderly man, well versed in carpentry. He was one of my favorite carpenters, but he traveled until recent time. When he arrived, I have to put him on the channel. Okay, so in case you need a carpenter, you can contact Brother Sami, okay, for any kind of work. He is there to assist you. Are you with me? Yes, contact Brother Sami for any carpentry works. All right, so it's going to take us basically about a week to be able to finish the block work. Okay, yes, the first day it usually takes time because we need to demarcate the rooms and make sure the lines are falling on the grid line, you know, just like what they did prior to the digging, which is the profiling. So we have to make sure that everything is in line, it is not crooked. Are you with me? Yes. Once that is done, then the iron rods comes in, the pillar casting comes in. Once I'm done with all the footing block work and then the starter pillars have been casted, I'm going to apply my bitumen, which is again another waterproof coating that we are going to apply for the exterior. You understand? It's called the bitumen waterproof coating. I'll show you that on the screen. Okay, there are various brands in the market. You can go on to whichever one that you want according to the prices. It comes in, I think, in liters or yes, in kilograms. So you can check them in the higher kilograms according to the price. Okay, the one that I bought, I'm going to share that on the screen. I think it's about 17 kilograms. And you would have to mix it with a thinner, okay, because they are thick. Okay, so once you mix it with a thinner, you can then do your coating for the exterior part. If you want to do the internal part of it, it will cost you more. And I don't think it is necessary to apply the bitumen on the inside. Are you with me? Yes. So, lovely people, this is what I'm doing to help people. My goal is to build your house for you. I am not going to eat your money. Okay, I am also building. I'm not yet done with my project, but due to my honesty and transparency, I have wonderful people that watch my channel and gave me advice. One of these wonderful people is Esther. Okay, Esther has been with me from the beginning of my channel. Such a wonderful woman. Okay, she also has her YouTube channel now. That is the one on your screen. Kindly subscribe to her channel and support her. You remember I posted most of her videos that she's putting up this semi apartment for rental. There are 3 buildings on a row on a 1 plot. Okay, so Esther is one of the people that gave me a lot of ideas and has actually brought me this far. Another lady called Madam Rebecca. She's in Canada, a fantastic lady. She gave me so many ideas, okay? From my own project, she gave me a lot of ideas that has given birth to B&C construction. The B&C actually came from her. You know, it was not my creation. It was my subscribers that gave me a lot of all these ideas. And now, look at me now. So thank you to all of you. I really appreciate you. I'm Esther. God bless you so much. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up. I'll come your way again with episode 4. In episode 4, you will see how far we have come. Are you with me? Yes. Subscribe if you haven't. Okay, I don't know why you don't want to subscribe to a channel. Subscribe and watch this video. If you don't like it, another video will come. You will like it. Okay? Yes, give it a thumbs up. And after the thumbs up, drop me your comment, your suggestions. They are all welcome. From me to you, it's shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye-bye.